What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy, DC Too Cool, back again for another video. Today's topic is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Not 2 this time, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. And we're going to go into why Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, the real reason Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 has not released yet, almost 8 years later, right? So, we're about to go ahead and get into this thing. I'm about to show you some hard evidence, a receipt on why the game has not released yet. And here we go. So, the developer cost for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is not publicly available, unfortunately. I look for everything. I look deep to try to find the exact cost for the DLC as a comparison to other Dragon Ball games. However, the game's revenue from sales and DLC can be estimated. The game has made an estimated $38 million, $567,226.74. In gross revenue since its release, the developer's net revenue is estimated to be around $11,377,331.89. The game's base price is $19.99 and has various additions and DLC packs available at different prices. Well, what does this mean? This means they have made almost $40 million on Xenoverse 2 by itself. Between the copies of the game that are sold and all the DLC packs that have been released thus far. And you might also be able to put, I don't know if the TP medals or the STP medals, the microtransactions, count for that as well, but I'm pretty sure that it doesn't. That's just the game and the DLC. So, they're making that kind of money, almost $40 million on this one game. And now you see why Xenoverse 2 has basically become the face of Bandai's Dragon Ball games, while Xenoverse 2 has basically become a games as a service model. You got daily logins on this game. You get daily quests, daily rewards, This has become almost, it basically has been, a games as a service model. This is the reason they keep this game updated so much. This is the reason they keep putting so much into this game, because the player base really is shrunk a little bit. Obviously, it ain't quite as many people who played day one, but it has over 1 million players, online a month. It has so many people playing, right? And then they're making that kind of money, almost $12 million in the net. That means after everything's paid, everybody's paid. If you look in comparison to fighters, right? It was costing them $3 million to make the DLC for 3 DLC updates. They got that they got that back on Xenoverse 2. So Xenoverse 2, I don't know how much exactly this much, the DLC costs to make, for each pack or whatever, but it's probably way cheaper than what Fighters is. And it's probably cheaper than Sparking Zero, which is the reason they can give you more stuff, more characters, maps, quests, stages, costumes, because the budget is cheaper than the other games. So this is another incentive for why Bandai is willing to support this game and give the money for this game and not the other ones, or at least not for Fighters. I won't say Sparking Zero, but until we start seeing more content, Sparking Zero's on table too. All we see is characters, just upgraded versions, different characters. We ain't see no stages, we ain't see no maps, we ain't see no modes. So until we see those things come to Sparking Zero, they're on the table too, as far as not getting extra budget or being over budget or too expensive, for them to, greenlight other content. But this is the true reason why Xenoverse 3 is not out. They are making so much money off updating this one game, it doesn't really make financial sense to drop a Xenoverse 3 when you are still making so much money on this game and it's still thriving right now. Why would you cut your own nose off to spite your face when you're winning? The fact of the matter is, contrary to people's belief, Xenoverse 2 is winning. This is why you see less and less sequels to games these days that are truly winning. You're not going to get a Fortnite 2. There's no need for one. You keep updating and changing and tweaking Fortnite 1. You're not going to get a Rocket League 2. There's no need for one. You keep tweaking, updating the first Rocket League. They canceled the sequel for Rocket League. There's no need for one, because fundamentally it's going to do the same thing Rocket League 1 already did, just with some different, maybe modes or whatever, which you can already patch in. This is the reason you see less and less sequels. This is the reason Sony tried to push all of their first-party games to be a games as a service model, because it's longevity, and once you get the base established, you can keep making money endlessly, instead of keep coming out with sequels, which cost a lot more money, hundreds of millions of dollars. So, and gaming is, the actual budgets have ballooned. So, this is the real reason Xenoverse 3 has not come out, because they're just making way too much money with Xenoverse 2. The player base is there, the money is there, and to keep things fresh, all you gotta do is what Xenoverse 2 has been doing. For people who don't know, Xenoverse switches teams. We are on the third team of Xenoverse. You have the original team, the second team who took over, I think, 2017, 18. Now we're on the third team. And this is why we get new stuff all the time. The second team introduced the partner customization keys and the, what's that mode called, whatever, with the Dragon Ball Heroes-esque Hero Coliseum. The third team, the current team, they've introduced the Festival Universes. So each team brings something fresh and new. The second team also bring the dual ultimate attack stuff like that too. But each team brings something new and fresh to the game, which keeps the game alive and keeps the game thriving. So they keep switching out teams with new fresh ideas, new cooks in the kitchen. We're going to keep getting different meals. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep getting different styles of the same meal. We're going to keep getting new ideas and fresh takes, which is the reason this game has been able to thrive for so long. It ain't just the same dudes who's tapped out trying to make this game. It's fresh, new people coming in to give their take on the game. So there you have it. The true reason Xenoverse 3 is not out, they are just making way too much money with Xenoverse 2. It's just doing way too well for them not to be able to justify making a 3, right, or releasing a 3 at this moment in time, which I completely understand. If any of us had a business that was doing so well, we're not going to go try another business venture when this was doing so well. Close up shop on this one, open another business. It's a gamble. Most people are not going to do that. I knew they was making bread. I knew they was making that kind of bread. But that's it for me. Like, share, subscribe. To the next video. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks again for watching. Peace out, y'all.